Hello? Hi,
Hello.
Hey, you look different than in the article.
I just recently got a new hairstyle. I don't pretty much like that, but anyway.
Good. Okay, so you have like 10 minutes. We have a room here full of people, including Andy, so...
I'll share my screen here. Just let me know if it is visible to you guys or not. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
you have 10 minutes.
Okay, so let me start the timer. Okay, good evening everybody. This is Sagar Ranglani. I am a software architect at Crossover. I'm going to talk about rapid prototyping with Ruby on Rails. So I'm going to start this presentation with a quote here. The only thing constant in life is change. This has been said by a Greek philosopher, Heraclitus. And this is true, life is changing every day and world is pretty chaotic. Why I'm bringing this up is because this whole change in this world is bringing a problem to the business. It's a key business problem here. See, only half of the business establishments survive 5 years or more. Many of the businesses fail. Why? We don't know the reason. What is the biggest reason they are failing? One big reason, key reason that many businesses fail is businesses try to build things that nobody wants. They try to build products or services that nobody wants. So we have this problem, and what is the solution to this problem? So I got a chance to, listen to an interview of Mr. Andy Triva, today, this morning, and guess what? He proposed a solution here. I'm going to let you listen to this one for 8 seconds.
I made an interview on Sunday.
Go do it on Google Sheets, go do whatever, and then go figure out whether or not there's a market first, and then go and develop the rest of it. Go just do something cheap and easy. Go do it on Google Sheets, go do whatever, and then go figure out whether or not there's a market first, and then go develop the rest of it.
So the problem, in order to fight the change, we can first test the things out and develop the product. So let's have a look at this. There are different ways to build businesses. One way is to build product and then test the market, which many of the people do. And then another way is to test the market first and then build product. So this one seems like a pretty questionable approach here because we cannot predict what's going to happen or what our customers really want. So if I say this one, as Andy already stated here, testing the market is much better approach and then building the product. So it basically gives you higher success rate. So in a nutshell, what we have to do is build prototypes or build MVPs. So MVP stands for minimum viable product. In order to test the market first, and if you test the market first and then release the product, you have a much higher success rate there. So what is a prototype or an MVP? So I'll just quickly go through this one. Prototype is, as you all know, it's an early approximation of the final product. It's not a product, it's just an early approximation of it. Or a minimum viable product is usually, it's somewhat different than prototype because MVP evolves into a final product. Prototype doesn't have such foundations, but I'll just use them in a similar way here. So we basically design prototypes or MVPs, test the market, and build successful businesses based on that. So there are many things we should take care of before building our prototypes. Let's see what are those. First things first, okay, money matters, of course. Everyone says money matters here. Cost of building prototypes should be low as it can be. Second thing is speed matters. So we want to get quick feedback from our customers. Our prototyping should be a fast process. Agility matters. So our process should have agility to it. Means we should be able to iterate on our prototype to improve our prototype and eventually come to a product which is actually a sellable product. And finally, execution also matters. So let's have a think about this one. If we have a low fidelity wireframe or we have a high fidelity mock, for example, those prototypes are not working prototypes. So they do not really fetch real feedback. So if we really want to get real feedback, we need to have working prototypes which are executable. So let's keep these four things into our mind, and what I would say here now is I propose Ruby on Rails for prototyping. And why do I do that? First, let's see money. It's completely open source and the whole ecosystem is open source. That means we don't have to shell out even a single penny to use it. Let's come to the speed. It's super productive. If we consider web applications development, you can do things damn fast. Let's see what is the third point here. Is agility. So this thing again plays pretty well with all the agile methodologies of software development. It's a full-fledged feature-rich framework. We don't have to jump here and there to find components to make a web application. It's complete feature framework. Execution, okay, let's say we are stuck at certain point, but Ruby on Rails has a very vibrant and active dev community. They will help you execute things faster and you can depend on them whenever you need support there. Last but not the least, this is extensively used by many successful companies for their production applications like Airbnb, GitHub, or Bloomberg, Fiverr, yeah. So it's a pretty reliable choice of technology here. And you know what? This is super awesome. That's why we should use it. So before we jump into making prototypes, let's see how the Rails works. Rails is more, it's always saying you should always prefer convention over configuration. It reduces decision fatigue. You don't have to think about configuration. You have a unique way of development and just follow the convention. Faster, it's better. It is based on MVC pattern. Add models, controllers, and views to it. It also is good for separation of concerns. So this is how MVC works. Controller is in the middle, model works with the data, view is concerned only about the presentation layer of the application. Let's keep things one more pillar on which Rails stands on is resourceful routing. We basically specify one resource here, for example.
Okay, we are right.
Right, so I'm sorry for whatever happened. So let's start from where I left. Thinking the Rails way, we are talking about resourceful routing. All the business entities are considered as resources. So for example, we have a blogs resource. So what usually happens is whenever we have some resource, we basically have four operations, spread operations to them. Like, creating the resource, deleting the resource, or, updating the resource, and those kind of operations. So when we specify resource in Rails, we get all these operations in hand. So let's quickly go and build the prototype. Here we have customers which can raise complaints, and support agents can also, respond to those complaints and comments. So first what we do, we extract the models, users, role, complaints, and comments. It's a pretty simple step to go. But you have to analyze your business case for that. What we do next, we just create a skeleton application by Rails new. It just basically goes and create all the skeleton stuff like models, controllers, folders of config files and everything. After creating the scaffold, what we are going to do is we are going to use this magical step called scaffolding. So what this whole thing is doing, we are specifying the models and its properties along with its many-to-many or one-to-many or whatever references. These 4 lines, believe me or not, are going to create all the models, views, controllers, migrations, all those things required for this specific application. What we do next, we have a database setup. So there are different ways to choose a database. It can be schemaless or schema with schema. Schemaless databases are sometimes good because we don't have to deal with schema changes. Rails is also database agnostic. That means you can change your database from MySQL to Postgres without even changing a single line of code. And it also gives you version management of database through migration. So if I just run this line, Rails DB migrate, again, believe me or not, this thing is going to create the whole database along with all the one-to-many relationships here. Users can have multiple complaints or comments belong to complaints or all sorts of things. So let's include some styling. This is not required. This application is without style looks like this. And if we include the style, it looks like this. It's just an optional step to make it look better. And we just run the application this way. And if you want me to show you the application, we quickly create the application. These are the comments. We can have a look at the users. We can basically go about creating new users. We can go about editing users, or we can go about seeing the comments or whatever. So the whole functionality has been created in front of you without writing a single line of code. This is damn powerful. So I'm running out of time, so I'm quickly going to talk about just a few of the things. What next? What you're going to do is after finishing a prototype, you will come across certain kind of features or things you'll have to have. So if you have to have authentication, for example, in your application, you will just have a device or some library included into the project, and you will have everything out of the box. The whole ecosystem is designed in such a way that you will be damn productive while making an application. And that is why I say Ruby on Rails is super awesome for making prototypes. So quickly, I'll go through the conclusion. Rapid prototyping on building an MVP is a very important, is of prime importance to test the market first before building products. We basically need to have these things into our mind. What is the building cost? What is the speed of development, agility and all. And Ruby on Rails totally fits in the equation. It's an open source web application development framework. It has huge focus on simplicity and productivity, and very easy to learn, very fast developed, and it just works. That's it. So I would urge you to spend an hour to try it out. See, you saw that I did not write a single line of code. I just run some command, and we have an application. I pretty much feel you will love it. Okay, thank you very much. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Sagar. For sure, at least myself, I give it a try in this weekend. I hope the other will do it. So, all the details are in the article. Thanks a lot, and yeah, we'll talk to you next time when you come with a new article.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.